everyone, this is Glitch on Twitch with my currently super late stream. So yeah, I wasn't feeling well earlier today, like, frankly, I wasn't. And I wasn't actually sure that I would be able to stream tonight, but I'm gonna do it, looks like. So, hey everyone, yeah. See. And, you know, given how late it's starting, I'm like, big thanks to anyone who actually manages to make it. We'll see. Alright, so, what is the game of the day? The game of the day is Elder Scrolls Online. And it's pretty good. Anyway, no, we're gonna continue on with the story mission. I'm gonna go through maybe like one or two of the dungeons in the story mode, or go screw around with the town, whichever ends up happening ultimately. I don't have a particularly fixed itinerary going on over here. My plan is to just sort of wing it, because, as I said, I wasn't actually expecting to stream at this point, but here we are, and I'm glad to be here. Alright, actually, what did I do? Did I do something? Did I do something? Did I break something? No, I didn't. It's just very quiet on my phone, my headphones. Alright. But the sound is actually in the game. Audio. Okay, the master volume is alright. I'll like raise it a little. There we go. Alright. So back to the Harborage. Those are unfamiliar with what's going on. We have recently gotten Sai-Sahan, recently helped Sai-Sahan recover one part of what we need in order to gain the Amulet of Kings, in order to prevent Panamarco from becoming a deity, and also from Proper Torture Techniques, Volume 13. And also to possibly undo some of the damage caused by the Soul Burst. Yep. Hopefully my computer will behave, because like on the list of things that were just like not doing so great, aside from me, was my computer earlier today. So, yeah. That just occurred to me. Ooh. Load time of doom. There we go. I was like, excuse me. I don't think I need 97% of my CPU to be in use right now. Whatever is going on. Service host Superfetch. Alright then. What are you and why are you on the top 3? Yes! Yes, I must. Hey Dark, how's it going? How's it going? That's fine. Morning at this point for me over here. Okay, just go right to the wall. What's up, Manamarco? You're not Manamarco. Abner Tharn showing off with his fire magic. Whatever. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna go here and drink with Lyris. Cause like everyone else, I'm just getting this like... Yeah, I'm just gonna go drinking over here with Lyris. I mean, he's just preparing for stuff. So he's like in serious mode. He's doing what he does. Yay! At least for the second part. Wait, the first part. The first part. I meant the first part. I'm not yaying the fact that you're waiting for painkillers to work and not yaying the fact that you're alive. Yay for the fact that you're alive. Ooh for the fact that, like... And that's not a boo, that's just an ooh. For the fact that you're, like, waiting for, like, painkillers to work. Because that's not fun. I mean, there is one particularly fast painkiller I discovered. But I also discovered it doesn't agree with me, so there's that too. Ooh, hello desk. No one minds if I take a lockpick? Okay. I'm just gonna come here first and then loot everything, and then I'll get back to the mission. No! That is not what I meant! Alright. I want his weapon enchantment. Give me your weapon enchantment! Punch. Can you tell me your weapon enchantment? If I like sit there and be like, Abner, you're really, really smart. You're like so smart that your weapon enchantment must be totally over my head. Can you try to explain to me how it would work? Do you think he'd tell me? Alright, so let's see. May your painkillers be speedy. And by that I mean quick to take effect, not necessarily speedy, as that may or may not actually be helpful in the long run. Alright. Hey, Varen. My pet's in the way. Pet, get out of the way. I'm trying to do my quest. There we go.
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time, I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers from my hubris.
And now we are going on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings, and at this time, we're all telling ourselves it's for the good of all Tamriel. I don't see any potential problems there. By the way, my pet is really kind of ruining the dramatic moment by, like, scratching his ribcage. And phasing
Perhaps,
through it.
But I wonder, will history repeat itself, or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them.
Apparently, my character's like, okay, whatever. Tell me about Sancretor.
It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saisahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city.
Where is Sancretor located?
It is in the mountains of Calovia, the land of my youth.
Ah.
I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saisahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately than I.
You okay, Varen? Hey, Sai.
Time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancretor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. The ages past, Sancretor was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. You must be prepared for anything.
Have you fully recovered from your wounds?
I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that is yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge.
Alright, I mean, that's an outlook. He wants to be very present. He wants to be very mindful in the present. I don't think that should deny hope, but okay. What's our plan, anyway?
My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancretor. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendarr, the god of justice and mercy. Also, a god of well-earned luck. I thought this could not hurt.
How will we break the ward?
The catacombs contain 2 shrines dedicated to the divines. We must consecrate them in Stendarr's name. When that is done, the Ring of Stendarr's mercy should open the vault doors.
Tell me more about Sancretor.
It is written that Alessia received the divine inspiration for her slave rebellion at Sancretor.
Or things can drop.
And so, built her holy city there. But that was long ago. The city is a ruin now. It has become a dark place with areas best left undisturbed.
What sort of areas? I'm pretty sure we're going to them.
We should avoid the Crypt of Heroes. I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kusura and I barely escaped with our lives. We will enter through the inner courtyard and avoid it entirely. Now come. Time waits for no man.
How much you want to bet that we end up in the Crypt of Heroes? Let's go! Enter the portal to Sancretor.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
Alright. Okay. Just adjusting volume. It's not too quiet for other people, yeah? Anyway, I feel like I want to actually go back to the healing build I had going before. At least a little bit of healing. No. Sorry. Alright. No, resto stuff. Okay, this one. More grand healing. Which one was the target? That's target and that's area. And grand healing, what were the things that I did? Illustrious. Increases the duration. And then you restore magic for each friendly target initially healed. Here's the thing, I wasn't running into magicka problems with this. This might be an issue for later though, but I don't know. And if anything, I'll just, I don't know, something. Oh, I already have this build current and everything. There we go. I should have gone for the other one. This is literally every time. This is why I have so many skills that I don't bother evolving. Because every time I evolve a skill, I'm like, damn it, not every time, let's be. But so many times when I evolve a skill, my immediate response is to be like, damn it, I should have done the other one. Like, right after I commit the point. And I'm like, you know,
you could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
You know.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
I don't know, Abner.
Shut up, Thorn.
Nice! I was gonna say, Abner, you know that you're like one of the most certain of the plans here? Just on the regular?
Sancretor. Seeing these walls again brings a flood of memories. I do not even know how long it has been. 2 years? 3 years? Time had no meaning in the halls of torment.
Didn't we actually tell you, though?
I've heard stories of this place, but I've never had the opportunity to come here. I trust Sai had good reasons for placing the amulet in a place such as this.
Yes, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
This is my first visit to Sancretor. I must say I'm unimpressed. Alessia's holy city has seen better days, to be sure.
Right, bye. Of course he was. Okay.
What brings you to Sancretor, old friend? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every movement?
Sai, no! Menomarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bal, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bal.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendarr, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Menomarco again. You know, after we've killed him, I'm really going to miss hating that skeever.
I won't.
It would seem that in his own mind, our friend Sai never really left the halls of torment.
Menomarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet.
Everyone who's surprised, raise your hand. We must reach the Amulet of Kings first.
Menomarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendarr's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendarr's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time.
How do we get to the shrines?
We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Alright, let's go.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Menomarco chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Hey look, Abnotharn actually made a funny. Okay. There are so many What the hell? What's over here? Like, that is not where you need to go. I know! What's over here? Ooh, a rose. Perfect for making tea. The one that I actually have a recipe for, I think. I'm like, no, never mind. Hey look, it's a thingy. Not a thing you were looking for. Okay, fine. Hello? Like, I've played enough Skyrim to know not to, like, trust tombs to be, you know, empty. Sancretor Interior.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Wait. So, like, that's an optional? What, the place where the dead are restless and angry? Are you kidding? I'm curious.
Wandering into a crypt when a necromancer is about? Your curiosity will be your undoing. Rise up, fallen hero! Kill the intruder!
Okay, can we watch this? Okay. I'm mixing up, like, what I'm doing, so... Come on, wake up, Abner. Wakey, wakey. You fool!
Are we done here? Honestly, the inner courtyard is just beyond the next door.
I hate killing things that are already dead. It's just not as satisfying.
We must keep moving. The inner courtyard is just ahead.
Okay, but now that I've gone and killed all of these things, though I'm pretty sure that's not all that's here. See, look at all of this. Dodge fatigue. Really? Is there like... They really didn't create this like whole other area to be like, yeah, by the way, there is nothing here, did they? Okay, they did. Also, by the way, I find it somewhat interesting that it's like, alright, so who's deciding where we're gonna go run off and get ourselves killed? I know. Let's just follow the healer who's like, not really a real healer. I'm sure I'm sure she has a plan in place. Sure, she knows what she's doing playing an archetype that's not actually her archetype. Okay, so wait. That was all on this side? I am so confused. Ah. Okay. So that, but see how this is like this, and then there's that area over there? Is that... Another crypt. I could just hear everyone like, what the hell are you doing? Ooh, lockpicks. Anything really worthwhile yet? No. Right. As an aside, what could possibly go wrong? Hello.
I hate killing things that are already dead.
Okay, so far, we've all got the same thing to say to me, so we're good for now. That's pretty much guaranteed to, like, have something, not have something good in it, but have something set off by it. So what I'm saying is, yes, I'm aware it's probably a trap.
Are we done here?
And no, I don't think it's necessarily going to be worth it. Really? Really?
Impressive. That allow me to raise an enemy that will offer a bit more.
Okay. That's a bit more like what I was expecting. That's not what I wanted. Right. me, I don't really run into, like... I don't really run into mana problems. Also me. Where's my mana? Ooh. Score. How many of these are actually crypts I can enter and set that off with? Come on, Mannimarco. I keep doing that because I still haven't... Are you gonna close the door or something when I try to leave and then produce something interesting again? I mean... do something. Okay, fine. I guess we're done here. Oh. Probably more trouble if I were on level. I can't remember. Did they scale things for me in here? No, they scale things for me in here, don't they? Well, they scale things for... yeah, everyone. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Now that we're... okay, does everyone else want to just sort of stand outside through the thing? I opened the door, but...
Are we done here? Honestly, the inner courtyard is just beyond the next door.
We are in the inner courtyard, aren't we?
We must keep moving. The inner...
I hate killing things that are all...
Yeah, we're in the inner courtyard. Oh, look, there's the exit.
Distant, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the amulet?
The Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendarr's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendarr. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem.
So he can't even just monologue, he's decided to give a whole PowerPoint presentation.
The name Molag Bal will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Mannimarco.
Remember, when dealing with the undead, the necromancer is effectively a healer. And the rule is, the healer dies first. He had gold on him. That's useful.
Can't shake the feeling that we're being watched.
Because we've been told as much.
We were almost at the inner courtyard. Make haste.
Alright.
Shall we keep moving, or did you wish to continue prattling on endlessly?
Mostly the prattling on endlessly. Thank you. I'm glad you noticed, though. That was very considerate of you. Okay, wait. Let's look at the layout of this place. Okay. That's continue to the inner courtyard, and that's leaving? Why would I use this thingy, then? If this is to, like, just leave. Was this just in case I, like, decided, screw it. I am a terrible, terrible person because I'm an adventurer. My brain is sitting there going, look, but I mean, near all of these headstones is implied a container. A container that may contain valuable goods. Mind you, the container I'm referencing would be the casket. So, that's awkward. Perhaps, perhaps that whole adventuring thing is getting to me. Also, who emptied that backpack? The inner courtyard.
Can't shake the feeling that we're being watched.
Yes, we are. Door.
Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he?
I've been trying to heal him.
I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Okay, Abner, be less of a dick.
Sahan doesn't look well at all. Keep an eye on him.
Adventurer's feet. Yes! See, exactly. Hey, Luris.
You better keep an eye on me. I'm getting ready to punch Tharn again.
I'm trying to keep an eye on Sai because he doesn't seem okay. Speaking of which, is Sai going to be alright?
Sai Sahan is nothing if not determined. He once told me that achieving victory is like wrestling an ogre. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the ogre is tired. You'll see this through. Don't worry.
You don't always get an option, but... What about you?
Me? I'll chase Mannimarco to the furthest corners of oblivion if I have to. Vengeance is a powerful motivator. And I don't know if you've realized it yet, but under this hardened shell, I'm an optimistic fool who'd take a blade for any one of you.
Any of us? So Tharn? Really? Did you and Sai ever talk about what happened in the Halls of Torment?
We're two of a kind. Stoic. Isn't that what people call us?
I thought this was gonna upset her, but
Our
no.
hearts are connected, but we don't talk about our feelings. We don't even understand them ourselves. Maybe we'll talk about it someday, but today is not that day.
Fair enough. We're in the middle of a cave. We're in the middle of a crypt. Dealing with a necromancer. As Mannimarco was kind enough to point out. And he's not incorrect. That is a terrible idea. Hey, Sai!
Set's tears. I thought I could handle this. Mannimarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment.
I feel like this is yet more of the, like, for all he know, this could be a Daedric trick kind of feels going on. And so, yeah. Are you gonna be alright, Sai? I'm worried about you.
I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Mannimarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me.
Take a moment. Catch your breath.
That voice, Mannimarco's voice, taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will, but he broke something.
Will you be able to make it through this, Sai?
I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now.
I didn't say anything about giving up.
My pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this.
Where do we go from here?
We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened.
Or
The
closer
first
to the
shrine rests in the Drakengard tomb. So many of my fallen comrades were interred. We must take care to respect their resting place.
Okay, fine, I get it. No robbing their graves. Let's go. Quick, like, side moment. Okay, so there are the 2 shrines. There's that shrine, there's the other shrine. And there is nothing lootable. I'm just checking if there's anything lootable here, since I apparently can't go looting around the other one. Oh. Actually, speaking of stuff. Consumable. Argonian birdcage. Drakengard tomb. Open. Consecrate the shrine. Okay.
The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Drakengard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again, the King of Worms defiles the memory of the honored dead. I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Drakengard, but we must consecrate the shrine.
Okay, I guess I need to take one of the gates. Does it matter which gate I take? Like, seriously? I don't know. I guess I'll take this one. Since Lyris decided to, like, teleport right through it. Hey, what's up? Man, these crypts actually, like, actual, you know, places for burying and respecting the dead. Oh no, wait, there's a barrel I can get around to moving. I mean, it's already messed up, right?
I've never seen Sai like this. He's in a lot of pain.
Yep. Yes, he is. Hey, Abner.
Where is this shrine? Let's find it and be done with this place.
Alright, done. Hey, Sai.
The shrine is on the far side of the room. We must be cautious.
Alright. Eh.
The shrine is on the far
Yes, I know. You kinda... I was opening the gate, sir. Thank you. What's up? Let's get this started anyway. Who did this? You did this. I don't do this. I'll just sit here and drain blood from the mummy. Empty bottle. Backpack. Oh! I'm sorry, I'm just like excited with any recipe I find. It's just like... Especially cause like the my place only has a pet in it right now. It has like literally no furniture aside from the candle. That like is there. Apparently you can move that candle. I didn't realize that at first, but you can. My fiance did, so. Ah, so that's back up there. Okay. A little confused. Ah! Nope. Open the gate. There you go. That one just like jumped up. Meh, but still. In another room.
I've never seen Sai like this.
Okay, so... Oh. Okay, so again, there's two paths. I'm going to take both because there may be stuff to loot. I know, I said I wouldn't loot anything. But like, that was so I wouldn't unduly cause like his ancestors to raise from the dead. And they're doing it like, no matter what I do. So, you know. I mean, that might not be the right reason to not. Do. What's up, sir? still someone else. Okay. Big fight. No? Okay. Consecrate the shrine in the Drakengard tomb. Go to the Riemann Vault. Alright.
Stendarr, God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
We are in such a catch-22. Right? Because that one I already opened, so it's already open even though it doesn't look like it's open. That's the same. That one actually looks like it's open. Freaky deaky. Okay. So, ooh, I completely lost track of what I thought. What did I just see? Oh. Oh, hey. Speaking of which. Trying not to sneeze all over the place. Yes, let's drink some poison. Ah, this is nice. Use. Alright.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
Smartass.
One shrine left. Let's move. I don't know if Sai can take much more of this.
Abner, your thoughts.
One more shrine to consecrate, yes? Can we please get to it?
Alright, Abner.
We have one more shrine to consecrate. Onward!
To glory! Or something. Flowers, they're pretty. This tree is cute. I like it. If it's attainable.
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I do not recall its solution.
What? Okay, so the puzzle's not here. Let's go in there to see how the puzzle is. Hey, look, barrels.
The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
This place is really pretty. You guys not be in the way though? Okay, how about that? You okay just standing over there? And then the leaf just comes in like, hey, I feel like you don't mind if I destroy the shot, do you? There we go. Try 3 times. I mean, the drawbridge looks complete. Doesn't it? Eep. Nope. Okay. It only looks it. By the way, again, it's very pretty here. What's on this way? Where's my pet? Thank you. Guys, I think I found another path. No, I didn't, but look, it's pretty here. It's not like I can go to the beach anymore. I'm a vampire. There we go. Thank you for, like, actually being in the right position now. Instead of confusing and tricksing me. Alright. Any clues? I don't see any. Alright. Okay. This is one of these. And this. Okay. So all of them need to face down. So... Oh, no. No? Okay, so then...
You did it! The bridge is down!
Is it actually this time, though? Yeah. What? And it doesn't even have a loot it thing. It's just like... It was open. There was no chance. You were getting nothing. Your greedy little treasure spotting eyes did not help you. Okay. Shrine to the Divines.
Kill them!
Beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage to the Vault of Kings.
So I have a mod. You can see on the like left right there that like now it like actually What's up? I will drain the ghost's blood. That's how that works, right? Oh! Oh, as an aside, Neverwinter may not be the game that I play this Friday for Free-to-Play Friday. I forgot to mention that. I should put that in my, put that up on Twitter. Because I'm having some issues with... You know, if they wanted to mess with us, they could have, like broken the bridge, but... I guess it wouldn't have been that much of a deal. There we go. Just curious. Nope. This area remains pristine and pretty. Clearly that little... Neverwinter may not be played this Friday for Free-to-Play Friday because... well, mainly because I loaded it up and I was having trouble actually, like, playing it. Mainly insofar as, like, my frames per second were kind of abysmal. So, yeah. There may be a fix to that, and I'm going to troubleshoot it.
Corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titanborn.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
It is much more pleasant in the summer months.
Much like a Tharn family reunion. Wait, what? Nothing. There is.
That's the last shrine. Let's get the amulet and get out of here.
Alright then. What's up, Abner?
Are we finally done with that shrine nonsense? Can we please get what we came for and leave this wretched hole in the ground?
My plan is to grab any of the free-to-play games that I regularly play, that I've been playing, or possibly either switch back to Skyforge, like either mess with Skyforge, Trove, Wildstar, or whichever. I know part of what's going through your mind insofar as whether or not it would be SWTOR. We did vote on that for... That is something that's getting a lot of votes on the Twitter. On the Twitter. I just said on the Twitter. On my Twitter. On the Twitter poll. I didn't complete the sentence. But that's for next week. And then if I do that this week, I have to figure out what I'm doing next week. I might also just do Terra because I did get a vote for that for next week, and seeing as it's only going to be one, that was well done of me right now. So right now, I'm gonna poke at Neverwinter, and then beyond that, I will fly by the seat of my pants. That is the plan. I mean, there are plenty of free-to-play games to play. Hell, I might even play Devilian. Seeing as it's gonna sunset in March. Is it March or is it May? I forget. But it's sunsetting, and I was just like, oh. And that was pretty much my reaction because I wasn't surprised, although I do feel bad for anyone who's playing Devilian on the regular. And it's not like it's a terrible game. It just was... Well, that would be, do bear in mind, either way, those would be on Friday. So you will be able to have a chance to figure out how to get your beauty sleep in. I do not know. I do not have the anything needed in order to properly like help arrange for right off that ledge. Is she like making fun of me? She's like yawning as I'm sitting here struggling with this thing. Look, just because you're tall, Lyris, just because you're tall, I'm feeling wounded. Yeah, see, that was actually the thing. The thing that happened with Devilian for me, and that's how come I'm like, on the one hand, I'm not surprised. On the other hand, ouch for anyone who plays it, right? I played Devilian. I apparently got to level 20. And yet, I did not remember that I played Devilian. So, it's one of the ones that Trine is running it. Alright. I mean, I can give you my opinion from the trailer, which is, this seems to be a frustration game.
Present efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
I swear by Stendarr's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Mannimarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me.
For the record.
Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me.
It suddenly sounds very far away.
Beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Mannimarco as their one true god.
The one true
You'll
Daedra.
never get away with it, Mannimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
Boofed. We were never friends. I could hope. It would have been foolish of me to, but... Actually, no. That's not the first thing that... No, that's not the first thing I've got to do. And some of them have been. Speaking of which... There are some games that are owed to you from a long time ago, insofar as I've just finished trying to kill Abner's Narn. I mean, in my defense, he is annoying. Setting everything on fire, are we? Any of you guys feel like actually going to deal with the big guy there? That's... Guys. Holy crap. Yeah, see? This big thing here? You want to do anything about him? No, we're gonna go deal with that. Okay. Oh my god, no! No, I was talking to Mannimarco! No! We most certainly have been. For years even. Are you shit? That's not good. Alright, I believe they've doomed the world, actually. Oh, these wrecked things. Ooh, hello, corpse that I hadn't looted yet. Hey, Lyris, what's up?
We're almost there. Let's finish this.
Get the amulet. Go.
Holy crap.
There is no time. The amulet. Get to the amulet.
You say this like none of you guys are gonna come with me here. I'm suddenly feeling very alone. No. See, all of the statues are broken the same way. Also pretty. I somehow doubt it. Let's see. Alright, so what do we do? Oh, that's exactly... Hello.
How many more doors are between us and this vault?
Good question, ask Sai.
Nearly there now, I'd imagine.
Hi, Sai.
There it is. The door to the Vault of Kings.
Yeah, okay, what do I need to do?
The shrines have been consecrated in Stendarr's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendarr's mercy to open the vault doors.
Okay, how?
Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors to lift the ward. The doors should open wide.
Alright, I'm ready, I think. Something. Maybe. Whee!
Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Really? Because I can't. Oh, look, it's Mannimarco. My surprise is non-existent. Are you serious? Okay, I was gonna say, like, are you guys you guys aren't, like, literally abandoning me here to deal with Mannimarco myself, right? Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. This is not good. Minor maim. It's only a minor maim. Nope. You dick. Why is none of this... Why is literally none of this... Okay. Okay, there we go. And I'm like stuck, by the way. My difficulty with jumping has just reared its ugly head.
Minions, rise! Obey me!
Ah, okay. Let's... you're not holding him at the portal. I know because they're here. Holy crap. You're not the only one who casts giant AoE. I really ought to do this more. Oh, hey. I have no idea what he's doing, but I don't like it. Okay, yes, but... Okay, the thing is, my build... Guys, my build... Not for this. Captain, which part? By your powers combined. Okay. Bye.
Do you really think that death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known? This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality.
Quick, find his phylactery.
My true power. Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood.
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence?
Uh-oh.
You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Let's be clear. There is no trust here anyway. I love how the ground just dented. Shit. Woohoo! Yeah, that just doesn't seem like a good place to stay, so let's go. Okay, first off, hey, Tharn.
I'll admit, Vestige, I never thought you'd be the one to kill the world. Take the Amulet of Kings and let's be gone from here.
Hey, Lyris.
We did it! I don't believe it! Mannimarco is gone!
I don't believe it either. I mean, I was captured.
Mannimarco's fate is well deserved. It is time to take the Amulet of Kings and leave this befouled place.
Oh, the ray of light from the ring. See, for me, that reminded me of when my character in the Secret World is doing certain things. So, like, when she's unpossessing people in the scenario, that's where my mind went. So let's go take this cursed amulet. And as an aside, I buy not at all that this is the end of...
Everything Mannimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn. Well played.
I mean, to be clear, not everything Mannimarco did is what put them apart.
It's time to go home.
They're also, you know, there's the whole fact that Abner Tharn is an asshole. And that's not Mannimarco's fault. That's Abner Tharn's fault. So, you know. There we go. It's like, period? Alright. Hey, Varen, what's going on? Everyone's invisible. There we go. Ooh, 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 a new thing to read. Wait, 2 new things to read. Chronicles of the 5 Companions, 5. Abner Tharn here. Collecting the Redguard from the Halls of Torment was a simple enough task, in the end. I find it curious that Sai Sahan was affected so by his experience with the other members of the Companions. Though I find his tolerance of, and affection for, that hulking she-troll distasteful, it cannot be denied that his willpower throughout his imprisonment was nothing short of legendary. We now know where the Amulet of Kings resides. It is perhaps fitting that he returned it there. Sahan is... I've been calling him Sai Sahai. But anyway, Sahan is better read than I expected, but perhaps a bit too poetic. A clever and patriotic man of imperial descent might have immediately thought of the ancient citadel of Sancretor and its association with Alesia and the Covenant of the Divines. It is perhaps the great blessing that the elven Mannimarco has no such love for Cyrodiilic history. Sai Sahan is a curious individual. I have never considered Redguards quite as contemptible as many Nibinese lords might, and I find him the most agreeable of the surviving companions. He understands duty and dedication, serves those he knows to be his betters, shut up, Abner, and hones his craft with singular dedication. Despite his inability to resurrect a lost tradition, for the best, probably, given its supposed implication in the destruction of the Redguard homeland, Sai Sahai's abilities with the longsword are awe-inspiring. I recall a time during the war against the Longhouse Emperors when he rode at the head of a column of mercenary soldiers tasked by Varen to assist in the liberation of Leyawiin. It turned out that Leovic, scion of the Tag Driolok, and then Emperor of the Imperial City, employed those mercenaries as double agents. When Sai came before the gates of Leyawiin with his loyal troops, they turned on him, hoping to deliver the severed head of Varen's legendary Dragon Guard commander to Emperor Leovic. Second-hand accounts of the citizens are often difficult to trust, but even if one takes simple peasant exaggeration into account, it is clear that Sai fought his way through 2 forces intent on separating his skull from his neck. When he returned to the rebellion base at Brumo weeks later, he did so with the scalps of 86 men, and the news that Leyawiin had been freed. He's never really spoken of it to me, despite my pressuring. Varen, of course, did not pry. He used his own charisma and the overactive imaginations of the levies to spin a tale of glorious combat. 1 man against 2 armies. Sai Sahan, who single-handedly freed Leyawiin from Leovic's control. The truth, I suspect, is far more brutal and bloody. One does not saw the skin off of 86 skulls unless one is burdened with a great deal of suppressed anger and bloodlust. 1 man does not take on 600 at once. I think it far more likely that the Redguard fought a brutal, running battle throughout the city for days, murdering commanders and guardsmen alike until the Reachmen and their mercenaries eventually quit the settlement. That is what makes Sai Sahan so dangerous. He does not like to be the sort who would remain hidden away in dark alleyways and backstreets, surviving by eating garbage, butchering 1 by 1 men so savage that the only way to frighten them is to become a murderous, invisible ghost haunting the shadows of an occupied city. And yet, that is precisely who he is, and what he has done. You're presuming. But yeah, okay, so that's that one. And 6. I am called Sai Sahan, son of Nazir Tasahan of Bang-Korai. I've been asked to add my words to these chronicles, and though I am no scribe, I will do my best. The teachings of Davad, of Abba, of Kalam, and of Satame tell us that while a warrior may hone his craft to perfection, or sharpen his sword to where it may cleave stone and steel as though it were air, the true worth of a swordsman is denoted by the quality of the enemies he draws to them. I find myself idly wondering if the great forebears would reconsider this philosophy if they could see us now, and witness our enemy, the Prince of Daedra, known as Molag Bal. At first I thought to write that my training did not prepare me for this, but after hours of meditation, and the counsel of my once emperor, I have come to realize that this is exactly why Kasura and I trained and studied for so many years. The sword singers of old Yakuta were said to be more than mortal, possessed of focus and skill far beyond that of other men, beyond what other men might achieve in a dozen lifetimes. While I cannot claim to have reached such greatness, perhaps my final test was not to wage wars alongside emperors, but to bring righteous steel to bear against the foes of all life. I harbor some doubts about whether I am ready for the coming struggle. I did not break under the tortures of the betrayer, but I did not emerge from the halls of torment unscathed. Torn flesh knits under the ministrations of my lord's healing magic, and my savage dreams are soothed by Snow Lily's warm voice in my ear as I startle awake in the dead of night. But still, I am not whole. Tharn and I speak at length over games of skill and strategy while I recover, and I have spoken plainly about my worries. His contempt and my perceived weaknesses serve as a much-needed counterpoint to Snow Lily's tender words. I endure and accept it, for a warrior without humility is as flawed as a sword blade forged too rigidly. His words harden my resolve and keep my wits sharp. It is difficult to set aside the many deaths at the Abbey of Blades, and though we did what we could in the wake of the attack, it will be many years before Kasura is ready to train more students in the way of the blade and the mind. When all of this is ended, should we survive, of course, I would very much like to return there and help rebuild. Perhaps I will ask Snow Lily to come with me. Okay. Does the desk have anything interesting in it? Not a lockpick. There's just this chicken over here. Does anyone want it? No? Not surprising. My character doesn't even either.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again.
Oh. So, here's the thing. Oh, in the first case, insofar as this dungeon, it was a solo dungeon anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, I don't know if you know this. However, Elder Scrolls Online, that has become irrelevant. Now everything scales, or you scale to everything, rather. It's not perfect. I mean, if you start off with like crap gear because you have crap gear, because you're beginning, yeah, that's going to be a problem when you deal with some enemies that are kind of created with the expectation that you would have had a certain amount of things at your disposal. So, insofar as powers and stuff like that, you will be at a disadvantage. However, insofar as just sheer, like, whether or not you can fight in an area, that's doable. Wherever you are. You can go to any zone's level, and you'll scale to it. It's just, you know, understand that you will still be at a disadvantage, just not a direct level disadvantage.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again.
And Mannimarco is defeated. I'm not sure I believe this, but sure. And Mannimarco is defeated. La la la.
Mannimarco will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price.
Do you remember the part where I escaped?
Imagine the torment that awaits him.
Do you remember the part where I was his prisoner myself and I escaped because... Wait, so what, you? So what, me? So what do we do now?
Sai-Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bal is still a great threat, and the plane meld must be stopped, or this will all be for naught.
And my soul?
I've not forgotten, Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestige.
Complete the quest. Oh, ding. 42. What I was saying is that if you wanted to tag along and if you wanted to, like, get in the process some free XP, or semi-free XP in the sense of just, like, you know, whichever. Or if you wanted a free vampire bite. Things like that are doable. Okay. One of the things in general is I am always hesitant to suggest someone play an MMO because of me in any way, because I am very unreliable insofar as which games I played. I have for now decided that I am definitely going to try to reach 50 on her and then see what happens and see what the game is like once I reach 50 with her. I thought that was me, but that was her making that noise. I was like, I just opened my mouth. I didn't. What the hell? I'm like, why am I retching and I don't even feel it? What kind of weird gastrointestinal issue is this? Is there a book outside? Are we still being stalked? And then we can gear up your Dark Elf. There we go. Torture techniques. Random person. Wrong thing. Alright. Yes, I can spend that much gold to go there. Anyway. Ah, yeah. I mean, a lot of those are solo dungeons, to be clear with that. So there's only so much that I would be able to do to help with.
The companions assemble once more. Travel to the harbor. It is time for our final preparations.
What's resting? Sheesh. Hey, Mr. Teeny, how's it going? Everyone. This is Mr. Tony. I am hoping that this command is the command I'm looking for. She is another streamer. I do recommend checking out her stream. And hopefully this is correct. Yes, it is. Woohoo! Ah, so yes, how is Final Fantasy 14? How's it going with that?
Did you hear? Some stranger saved King Casimir's life.
Okay, so let's see.
Idea where the stranger came from? I'd like to buy that hero an ale.
Oh. That just killed all the celebratory vibe that I was about to, like. I was like, oh, cool. Oh. Is he? Sorry to hear that. I mean, sorry to hear about the sick. Not that you're enjoying the game. I'm doing a really good job of making that particular server. Cool. Glad to hear it. Yeah, that already. Whoops. Oh well. I really should have just left that for my other character, but she actually can't because she's too low level. Anyway. But yes. So I've seen like some of the game, mainly from playing it. Mainly only. So like how far along would you say you are insofar as, I don't really know how it works insofar as campaign and all of that. But yes. Wait, the main story is grindy? That's alarming. Currently, something I don't play largely because, well, one, I never played it, but also because of the whole sub thing and I wasn't sure. But I've heard good things. Okay, so I'm going to actually, for as much as I was like, this is probably a mini stream, I'm lying. Oh wait, no, I'm possibly not. I'm going to continue though, and the Council of the Five Champions. Ah. What the? Oh, hello, Cadwell. What the hell?
They're having an important meeting and asked if I'd give them some privacy. I mean, do you believe it? Where's the trust? Pop on out to the rubbish tip, Cadwell. There's a good lad. Do I mind? Oh, I have no mind. I'm the village bloody idiot.
I'm sorry, Cadwell. Okay, so let's go through these.
Be welcome, my friend. I would have words with you, but my lord seeks your attention first.
What's going on with his belt? Why does it look like he's in his skivvies? Oh, she's playing music. Hey.
You've returned. We have a lot to discuss, but Lord Baron is anxious to speak with you first. We'll talk later.
Okay, yeah, I can see how that might be the case. That's quite a bit. I love how it's like, hey, Cadwell, could you leave because we're going to talk about something private. Meanwhile, these two are like serenading each other. This guy's reading and he's just sitting in the chair waiting for me.
Don't look at me. Varen called this meeting. Apparently he's got something to share. I, for one, am all aquiver with anticipation.
Are you lying, Abner Tharn? Are you lying and being a smartass? Is it possible you're lying and being a smartass? Chronicles of the Five Companions 7. Hey, I read this. Oh, wait, no. I am called Sai Sahan, son of Nazir Itaf Sahan of Bankarai. Once again, I set my thoughts to paper. It pains me to see a city of such history corrupted by the foul necromancy of Manimarco and his black worms. Though the sons and daughters of Cyrodiil are not my people, it is precisely the ruination of something so deeply, culturally significant that causes my heart to ache. In many ways, though neither crown nor forebear will admit it, we are more alike to the Imperials than we are different. Varen honored me when he asked me to captain his Dragon Guard. I trained many of the captains myself, drilling them in the arts of swordplay, leadership, and tactics. They were of many races and many creeds. There was devout Nethinal of Morrowind, who would quietly recite the sermons of his heathen demigods each dawn. I also recall young Lucas Yvain, outcast from his family holdings in High Rock over some political squabble. None of us were Imperial, and yet we took readily to their traditions, their learned ways, and even their food. We believed in the vision of the Empire once. This day it seems the Empire was just a dream, and Sancre-Tor merely a ruined shadow of that dream. I swore an oath to Varen Aquilarius to protect him and see his own dream of a reunited Empire come to pass, but as we now witness, and I must admit, it will be impossible to fulfill that oath. Even now, the Imperial City is besieged by those who would see their own petty leaders seated upon the Ruby Throne, and very few of them are of its native soil. I mourn the loss of Sancre-Tor and the broken empire to the ravages of conflicts both cosmic and mundane, not because I hold any special love for Imperial ways, but because it is much like the fate of the Sword Singers, a broken line that only a scant few seek to mend for reasons that are unselfish or incorruptible. Alright, with all of that in mind, okay, yeah, that'll mess with things. So you can't just, like, be the class... Hello? Oh, yeah, I already read that. Hey, look, a recipe for jasmine tea. Not mine, or not for me, but I do have a character who I'm also hoping to specialize in provisioning, so... So you can't, like... So why did you have to grind the levels for the new class? Could you not... I don't know, wear the old class for the for the main story? Okay, I guess that wouldn't ultimately work out in the end. Then I would basically be like, why did you unlock it? Alright. Varen Aquilarius, let us talk.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Mannimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn.
Why have you summoned me, Varen?
As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molag Bal. The power of his worm cult is broken forever.
But Molag Bal is still a threat, and I haven't found my soul.
That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do.
Oh, look! My character is asking the question that I myself thought of. How can we be sure that Mannimarco is truly gone?
In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molag Bal forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it.
Doesn't mean that you're going to. So, I have my two options. One, show me these visions. And two, there is no need. I'll take your word for it. I want to see the tortured screams. Sorry if this actually ends up, like, being vaguely traumatic to you, Varen, but I want to see. Besides, there might be stuff to loot. I am a kind-hearted soul. Oh, we're back here?
Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
No more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Mannimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Sai-Sahan will speak with you first.
Shit. Well, I guess there was nothing to loot.
Give the Red Guard your time. He's probably the most sane of these people.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. It kind of reminds me, not at all, but I was gonna say, like, kind of reminds me of Skyforge, but really not really. But there was this aspect of like, Sai-Sahan has something to ask me. Alright, fine, fine, fine. Oh, no. They didn't reset the place. Okay. Hi, Sai.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining.
Distract. What is this link?
It is you, my friend. You are the link.
What?
I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly.
You
are a great warrior and a trusted friend. And we would like to extend you an offer.
I wasn't going to take it as a compliment. I was taking it as a sudden responsibility. What is the offer?
When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner.
Alright. Did you miss the part where my character's a vampire? But let's go. Come on, go on.
The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Mannimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong, but destiny requires a 5th.
What are you suggesting? Blink, blink.
We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic. But please, humor an old soldier.
Really? Okay. Couldn't you guys have given me a quest in which I had time to think about it? Oh my god. Really? No pressure. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's take a step back and look at this. Ooh.
Hello, darling.
Thank you for the host, Miss Fruttini. And welcome all of Miss Fruttini's viewers. Hi. And all of that. Yes, I was going to say and welcome, but I literally just said that, so don't mind me. For those who don't know, I am in New York City. It is 3:30 in the morning. I really have no excuse, though. I stay up much later than this often, but that's not my point. My point is, I have to make a decision. So I can either join their companion-y crew as the 5th member. You are the champion we should have had with us back then. Or it is largely symbolic, but please humor an old soldier. I don't even understand what it means. It's like, I am honored to join you as the last member of the 5 companions, or the 5 companions failed. Let's not risk repeating history. See, it's stuff like this, which is why I actually didn't do the, I didn't finish the story quest before, which is why I'm like level 42, and for a while was at the early stuff, insofar as the quests. And it's because of decisions like these where I'm like, wait, I don't know what to do. So, on the one hand, there's joining the 5 companions. There was this massive screw up. But then again, I mean, guys, like, I don't even know what to think here. It's largely symbolic, he says, and I'm already sitting here doing all of the other stuff. So I'm kind of tempted to just be like, yeah, sure, I'm honored to join as the last member of the 5 companions. Versus the 5 companions that failed, let's not risk repeating history. I mean, I'm kind of filling the role anyway. Okay. Screw it. Goodbye! I need a moment. Okay. Actually, I want to repeat some of this stuff.
The Sword Saints Divad tells us that destiny is a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining.
Alright.
It is you, my friend. You are the link.
Okay,
I will not bore you with effusive praise. When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner.
I don't know if I think that's a good idea.
The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Mannimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong, but destiny requires a 5th. We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then.
Okay.
Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic. But please, humor an old soldier.
So here's my thought. 1, yes, I would like to right the wrongs that are created and blah, blah, blah. And if that means symbolically joining the 5 companions, then sure. But 2, I don't necessarily agree with this idea of necessarily everyone having to be under one banner in order for everyone to peacefully coexist. So there's that. And then additionally, the last time things happened, like, everything screwed royally because people were a little bit too blinded by concepts like destiny and whatnot. So, I don't know. At the same time, I like Sai. That's the thing. I like Sai, and I don't want to make him sad. Seriously, that's part of the issue here. I'm like, I like Sai. I don't want to make him sad. Alright. How about this? I will grudgingly join the 5 companions because I want to help. If they ask me to do things that make things too weird, I don't know. I can't decide. Someone give me a coin to flip. Alright. Okay, last one of the 5 companions? Okay, failed. Here's the thing. But they didn't fail, they were set up. And then, like, they shouldn't have been doing what they were doing in the first place. Like, honestly. This decision is tough, guys. Do I have to say it like this? Like, honestly? So it's just like the 5 companions failed. Meanwhile, he's standing there. This is true. There's that whole thing too, like, I am the vestige among the many, many vestiges. All of the many vestiges. I'm actually thinking, I'm sorry, this is exciting dead air. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know, I think... I know, right? Yes, in Tamriel, it is the non-vestiges that stand out. I'd like to point out, I am somewhat different than all the other countless 5th members of the group because I and the other healers do healing, even when I'm not really a healer. You know, honestly, this wouldn't be the first time that she kind of signed on with someone that she doesn't actually agree with. If I were to sit there and join. Fine. What? Really?
My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Sai-Sahan. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace.
Okay, actually, he's starting to, like, kind of freak me out.
Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade. Only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Sai-Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew. May the vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip. We may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai-Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
No, I wouldn't have helped you with that.
The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
Stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes.
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, them. They're sitting there having this long conversation, and I've just left. I'm like, I don't know, this entire conversation is sounding like way more of a commitment than a symbolic thing where, you know, we were going to exchange friendship bracelets. I thought that was what we were signing up for here. I even had a 25-cent bracelet from, like, a vending machine that I traveled through time and across dimensions in order to get. It required to deal with Sheogorath. But, yeah. That was what I was planning on doing. I'm down with fighting the Daedric Prince. But all of this other stuff is starting to feel a lot like we're about to put on rings and not a bracelet. And I'm not sure I'm okay with this. So, I guess, fine. Hi.
It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now.
He's a wise man, your father.
I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends.
Ah! I want to reset. I'm not going to reset. I get into the habit of resetting. I'm going to end up just getting constantly into the habit of resetting. We may not get another chance. What do you want to talk about?
Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal.
There's a whole world to explore. I want to see what's out there. There's nothing to talk about. We've got work to do.
Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes.
What about you?
Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages.
Are you serious?
What? No. Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife. I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through?
See, the deaths of so many people. I have no regrets. What are regrets? Choosing to join the team. That's my biggest regret right now. Just saying. I have no regrets. The deaths of so many people. Missed opportunities to seize power. Probably the deaths of so many people. Not so much the people that we were killing. Because... Meh. But actually... Most specifically, the Abbey of Blades and other places like that. Yes. So the deaths of so many people.
You never get used to it. My father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life. Grief doesn't go away. You just learn to live with it. But I can live my life with his daring and spirit and joy. That way he'll never die. Not really.
Okay, what about you?
Oh, lots of things. Friends lost, missed opportunities, failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets. I do regret not taking the time to get to know the people I fought with. I hope to change that.
What else is on your mind, since I apparently don't care about this part?
One last thing. You like mead?
Sure, not really, never had it, goodbye. Sure.
I knew I liked you. So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true and our hearts be brave, as we march into Cold Harbor to spit on his grave.
I'll drink to that.
Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention.
I'm still, like, in my brain going, can I uncompanion? I'm pretty sure if I leave here and come back, it'll restart the whole thing. But I feel like I should move forward. I'm moving forward.
Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime.
Shut up.
So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service.
That's not why I did it.
The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller.
Is that your way of thanking me?
I suppose it is. But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bal remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger.
What did you have in mind?
First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them.
What? I'm sorry, what then?
Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul.
Okay, is it even possible to defeat Molag Bal?
I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But we have the Amulet of Kings.
Okay, go on.
With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit.
I don't disagree with that. So, are you saying that I should reset? I mean, I'm not saying it as in your statement will ultimately decide it, so there's no pressure in your answer. Like, don't feel like you'll necessarily pressure. It's just a thought. Like, if you think I should or shouldn't. And that's not a hiccup. No, that was, okay, anyway. What do you mean you have kept alive your stuff with the Daedric, the Oblivion Realms, with all of your Daedric script all over? Alright. How?
The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you.
Okay, won't that just cause another soul burst?
Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. But there is a price.
There always is. What is it?
Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual.
What? Someone has to die?
More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning.
No, the price is too high.
Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
What?
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I'm not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
No!
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here.
Okay,
I have
good.
some final words for you.
Alright. Even though there's been this many cutscenes. Let's see what happens, actually. I'm curious. At this point, I don't think it's gonna actually reset. I just don't want to even... Let's see. Talk to Varen. Let's go outside. See? I don't like the fact that I reset, but... What load time? I love how because I had picked a point at which it was like talk to Varen and talk to Varen, I can't tell whether or not it's reset. Okay.
It appears we have come full circle.
It hasn't reset. Alright. Does one of you truly have to die?
That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice.
But first the plane melt must be stopped.
As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor.
I feel condescending.
You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all.
I'll find a way.
When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the 5 companions will gather one last time to face our destinies. The god of schemes must be stopped, Vestige. That is the only thing that matters now.
Alright. Completed. The Council of the 5 Companions. I am trying to get these two to actually level up, and they're taking forever. Another news. Breton. Rank 50, which will be... Alright. Tempting. At this point, I don't even need, like, any of that. Ooh, hello. Okay. I'm trying to actually get myself to a point with some games also that, like, I make these decisions and then just, like, move forward just to not constantly second guess. It's kind of like when you play Legacy Challenge in The Sims. It's just like, you have to get used to the idea that some of those Sims are going to get old and die. Unless you go ahead and just vampirize everyone and then have a house full of 8 Sims and then get a mod to put way more Sims in there and then just regret everything. Not that I know anything about that. Okay, so what are you gonna tell me now? See?
Ah, good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you would.
What the hell? Who the hell is this? Found messages across Tamriel. He doesn't like me very much. Sup?
Greetings, Adept. Good to see you in person. I am Vanus Galarian, head of the Mages Guild you so ably serve. I have need of your assistance.
Jesus' voice. What the hell? My assistance?
Yes. It's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The Anchors, the Daedra, the Undead. They devastate our fragile mortal plane. I have a plan, and I need your help. I think you're the only one who can help me see this done.
And everyone else you interrupted here? Sir, I find you to be a prick, but your hair looks really nice. What do you use? Anyway, what do you want me to do?
I want you to meet with Copper Daria, leader of the Ring of Daggers. She'll be at the Mages Guild in Daggerfall City. Even Emmerich's personal agents think my idea is sound. I'll be along shortly. I just have a few final preparations to make.
I'll see you there. Jerk. I also have to do the Mages Guild questline, which I haven't, because I'm not really okay with what's happening to the lady that I've been helping. And she keeps reading the book and she's just getting head fucked by the book. And I'm just like, ma'am, take care of yourself. Sir, I'd like to sell you some things and get some inventory space back. All heavy. So I can destroy all of that. There we go. Messages across Tamriel. Ever since, like...
I have little time for talk.
Okay. Ever since, like, my stealth has been, like, massively improved by being, like... when I'm in stage 4 vampirism, I've kind of... See, this is all if I'm in stage 4 of vampirism, which I am. And I'm kind of at the point where, like... that kind of means I want to stay in stage 4, but I'm still upset that, like, oh, that's the wrong button entirely. I wouldn't mind most of it. Okay, you can't even really see what's going on here, but I wouldn't mind most of it if it wasn't for the fact that, like, some of it doesn't make sense. And I will continue to complain about it. It's kind of funny to me because it's the same problem that happened in, like, Sims 2. And there's a mod to fix it in Sims 2. There's no mod to fix it here because it's totally a different thing, ultimately. Alright, talk to Copper Daria. Hello, Copper. Your name is really Copper? Ooh, hello, book. Subtropical Cyrodiil, a speculation. By Lady Cinnabar of Taneth. According to the heartland of Cyrodiil, by that old fraud, Phrastus of Ilinhir, the Nibelung's Valley and the Colovian Hills that have always enjoyed the temperate have always enjoyed the temperate climate they have today, and early references to Cyrodiil as a subtropical jungle were merely errors on the part of one of the Heimskirs. Really? What then of the waving fronds of Vatisin mentioned in Hosric Lays? What of Cozy's dense jungled shore of Rumar in the Tamrielian tractates? Are these, as well, the mistakes of errant copyists? No, I think more likely that 3 millennia ago Cyrodiil's climate was warmer and wetter than it is today. The environment of the Heartland has changed, which begs the question, how? I've given a great deal of thought to this question and would like to propose a hypothesis. However, I am not a scholar of deep mytho-history like Vanus Galerian or Baradalmo the Signifier, so let's just call the following a speculation. Tamriel is the center of Nirn, Cyrodiil is the center of Tamriel, and at the center of Cyrodiil stands the greatest mortal-made structures, the white gold tower of the Imperial City, which was patterned in open emulation of the Adamantine or Direni Tower, the oldest structure in Tamriel, said to have been erected by the Aedra themselves. This was no mere homage, whim, or coincidence. White gold was built in the semblance of adamantine in order to echo the first tower's undeniable mystical properties. And not just echo them, but, due to its central location, to amplify them. What are these mystical properties? This leads us to the domain of tower lore, a realm fraught with scholarly conflict, but I will try to give a simple and uncontroversial summary. When the Aedra were persuaded, or hoodwinked, by Lorkhan into creating the Mundus, the physical flesh of Nirn was hung up on a skeleton of joints, each of which radiated a palpable reality. The bones of the world, as it were. At one of these mystical joint points, the Aedra erected a great structure, the Adamantine Tower, where they held a conclave to decide the fate of Lorkhan and the Mundus. In later times, mortal mages discovered this tower and deduced its reality-affirming properties. The Merethic elves then imitated it, erecting the white gold and crystal towers at other joint points. In doing this, what did the Urals hope to achieve? I would posit that, through their collective possession of such towers in their realms, over the time, the elves actually amended their local reality to conform to their desires. Thus, the Somerset Archipelago, in the sphere of the Crystal Tower, is a warm and paradisaical domain perfectly adapted to the Altmer, and Cyrodiil, in the sphere of the even more powerful White Gold Tower, became a warm and subtropical jungle, which suited the ease-loving Aelids. But then the slaves of the Heartland High Elves rose up against their masters, conquered the valley of the Nibene, and the Aelids ruled no more. Thereafter, White Gold Tower was the center of a human empire, peopled by Needs and Cyronoids, who originated in cooler northern climes. And so, the Tower of Cyrodiil responded to the desires of its new masters. And that, I believe, is the answer to how the Heartland changed from subtropical to temperate. Because once men ruled in Cyrodiil, the local reality changed to meet their needs and wishes. Changed slowly, perhaps, almost imperceptibly, but inexorably, until Cyrodiil became the realm of temperate forests and fields we now know. So, is that the truth of the matter? Have I deduced the answer to the mystery? I cannot be sure. I'm only a humble scholar, residing in the Tower of the Fifth Doctrine, which is neither white gold nor adamantine. The only thing I'm quite sure of is that any theory propounded by Phrastus of Elenhir is almost certain to be wrong. Also, no?
About time you got here.
I don't believe we've met.
Name's Daria, but my friends call me Copper. I head up the Ring of Daggers, the King's espionage agency. You're looking for Vanus, right?
I was told to report to you.
I'll eat sand before I give orders to the King's right hand. You want to help Vanus with his crazy plan? Be my guest.
I'll help Vanus if I can.
Really? Zet's tears you're as crazy as he is. I better get to work then. There are a lot of preparations to make. Vanus should be here shortly. I'll let him give you the details. Also, you owe me 10 gold. I'll collect later.
What? No, really, what?
So, what's the bet?
100 gold says there's an attempt on our lives within the week.
That's a sucker bet. The hidden armigers have hit us at least once a week for the past 3 months.
All right. 300 says that when the Dominion spies contact us, it'll be Cariel, not Razumdar.
Cariel? That wench knows better than to show her face around me. Mark my words, I'm going to have to hunt her down to slit her
And
throat.
after you do, that 300 gold will buy you enough ale to celebrate for a year.
I'll take that bet.
And share the ale if you win. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do.
Apologies for my lateness.
Apologies for your lateness? Why is he being polite now? Hi.
Thank you for coming so quickly, champion.
I'm fine.
I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position.
What's the problem?
Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides.
Is the situation really that dire?
The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together. Maybe cut a deal.
Okay, what do you need from me?
You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader.
Why
You're
can I speak
respected,
with authority?
You have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat.
What's with this flattery? Why do you want me to speak with the Alliance leaders?
I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk.
Okay. I'll do my best.
That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier.
Alright. Goodbye. His entire demeanor has shifted. It's a little unnerving. Alright, portal to the Alliance capital. Can I steal stuff? Receive introduction. Where am I? Guards.
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the armatures will cut you down where you stand.
And shatter you.
Any questions? I didn't think so.
Silence, Thrush. Master Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skald King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak.
Alright. Hey. Can you tell your friends that, like... Okay, fine. Hey.
I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king.
Thank you for speaking with me, honored Skald King.
Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me.
You don't fear death?
To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy. What do you want?
Are you sure I'm not? It's time to take the offensive against Molag Bal.
Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me?
I propose a moot. A meeting of all three alliance leaders on the island of Sturk.
Where the All Flags army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
Fair enough. Goodbye. Like, it's not even stealing to take drinks and stuff here. Seriously. I'm polite. Oh, hey. You just stay right there, wait for me. I'll be right there with you, sir. What is she doing? Guide to fishing in Tamriel. Why is there corn in the dresser? Wait, what? Mora-At's Theory of Lightning by Mora-At the Lesser, Wizard of Corinth. It happens to every amateur or apprentice mage that first time one miscasts a shock spell. It recoils upon one and one lets out a yip as all of one's fur stands up straight and sparks jolt through one's form and out the tip of one's tail, and one wonders seriously for the first time, lightning. What is it? Listen to Mora-At, for this one is in a position to explain. After much hard study and many repetitions of the entrance exam, Mora-At is now officially recognized journeyman of the Corinth Mages Guildhall, and therefore in a position to speak with some authority on magical matters. I've been doing research in this matter of lightning, specializing, as we scholars of the arcane do, and have also given the matter a not inconsiderable amount of thought on my own. As a result, this one has a theory. Shock, like frame and floss. Like floss, yes, when you're flossing your teeth, is an expression of magical power that takes the form of a natural force. Everyone has played with this force when one was a Jakajit, scuffing one's feet across a rug and then stinging a sibling with a small spark from an extended claw, or rubbing an inflated rat's bladder against one's fur until the hairs stand up and the bladder sticks to one's chest or arm. So it was apparent to this one, even from an early age, that shock was an inherent property of fibrous matter, a property property stimulated by friction into sparks. This also explains lightning, as clouds, which resemble nothing so much as huge 10-mar cotton balls, generate shocks when storms cause friction through colliding masses of buoyant fiber. Therefore, when one of we mighty wizards of the Mages Guild cast a shock spell, what is actually happening? This one explains it as follows. The reality of the Mundus is a great tapestry woven of strands of matter and magicka. A shock spell channels and manipulates magicka through the local warp and weft of the tapestry, agitating its fibers. This generates sparking, which coalesces into magical lightning, yes? Perceptions such as these come easily once one is a skilled mage. When I present this theory to our magister, this one anticipates well-earned praise and encouragement. In fact, now that Moraat is a bona fide magical scholar, this one may even have another theory tomorrow. Adorable. And, you know, it's not a terrible theory.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on?
Yeah, close enough. Where to next?
Eldenroot. We should have a somewhat warmer reception there, as I have known Queen Ayrenn for quite some time. That being said, I expect that she'll be accompanied by heavily armed guards. Ayrenn is friendly, but not foolish.
Goodbye. Let's not be in front of everyone with the portal. That might be seen as disruptive, possibly summoning armies, you know. Just... The Elven Trees of Valenwood, Tamriel. Ah, okay, so this is the Wood Elves one? I completely forgot what most of the other factions look like, to be honest. Like, what they're comprised of. And I thought the leader of the other one was like one of the High Elves.
Greatly esteemed Queen Ayrenn Arana
Oh wait,
Aldmeri.
no.
It is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on Fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
I completely missed some of that.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk.
Like, I'm just a random... I wouldn't even have been a mortal enemy if it wasn't for all this weird stuff going on.
Varnus is a dear man.
And I mixed them up.
In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies.
So, you said you had freckles before. I don't see them now. Exactly what foundation are you? Anyway, my only sworn enemy is Molag Bal, Your Majesty.
Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary.
You've heard of me?
A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide.
I'm special. I'm humbled, Your Majesty.
Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about?
Apparently everyone wants to talk philosophy with me and then are like, but enough of that. I've come to propose a meeting on the island of Stirk to discuss an assault on Cold Harbor.
And you need all 3 of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting. A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
Alright then. Goodbye. Okay. You don't mind if I look around, do you? It's pretty. I don't see much in the way of what would be containers, so there's that. Or rather, there isn't that. Oh, right. Yeah, because the other one is... Morrowind is the one that has the North, then the Dark Elves, and then the Argonians. And then this one is High Elves, Wood Elves, and Kittens. There we go. Hello again.
Vanus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me.
Okay, apparently they didn't expect me to talk to her again. Hey, Vanus.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations.
Let's go.
We have much to do. Come.
Alright.
Tell the lovely Copper Daria that this one looks forward to seeing her light figure in
Raz, inappropriate.
This one has no regrets.
Still inappropriate. Even though I didn't hear all of that. Where am I? All right. This one? Oh, am I now in the... Yeah, I'm in the Fighters Guild. Hey, what's up?
All 3 leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part.
That wasn't the tricky part?
Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and... well, you'll see soon enough.
Score. Complete quest.
Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
Goodbye. I am gonna go through this part, but first I'm to go AFK, and I actually need to put some of these empty bottles away too. I'm gonna go get something to drink. You guys, I recommend as well getting something to drink and all of that. and be right back. Alright. I think I should actually lower this a little bit. So yeah. I didn't actually put music on partially because like there's music already going. Don't know. So here we go. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit? As ready as I'm gonna be.
Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
Open the portal.
The word has been given.
A moment, please. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Okay.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk. He assures us that all is well there, but keep your wits about you. Good luck.
Alright. Portal to Stirk. Though claimed at times by Valenwold, the Gold Coast, and Hammerfell, the island of Stirk is really a no-man's land. If it belongs to anyone, it's the pirates of the Abekian Sea, who use Stirk's Aelid ruins as arenas for settling something words and something I apparently read too slow. Holy crap. It's pretty. The portal makes a fake sun. For a fake sunset. Look at all the pretty. pursuit of photography. Hello, Vanus. What's up?
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all 3 alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins.
The ruins that people use to settle their whatevers? Have the alliance leaders arrived?
I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation.
I'll do my best.
I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on.
Goodbye. God damn it.
2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
I see we've gotten back to, like, angry mode. Alright. This place remains very pretty. Sir. Who was it?
Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Who? What? What's going on? Are you like a fan of Lady Laurent? Okay, where's Lady Laurent? Let's search the crate while he's trying to hammer it down. Hey, look, it's a guild savant. Hey, Raynor.
According to my calculations, the chances that the leaders of the 3 alliances can reach any kind of agreement is 756,000 to 1.
Thank you for that pep talk. Hey, Kirith.
Isn't it exciting? The Mage Guild actually asked us to come with them on this mission. It seems our hard work is finally paying off.
Alright then. Okay, look, it's a sack. Alright, and you're not someone to talk to. Hello, Malkor.
Talk won't get us anywhere. Action. That's what will stop Molag Bal.
Okay, yes, but we're trying to talk to arrange for action. See, it's not like they're mutually exclusive. Hello, Vanus.
Let's get to the summit point. Lead on.
And Countess?
The summit is just ahead.
It's this way.
The leaders should be arriving any moment.
Careful with that, you clumsy fool.
Hey, it's
hurry
Stibbins.
it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant.
Okay.
Stibbins, haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady. We must dash. We're expected at the summit.
Oh my gosh. He like alternates between like very serious.
Wonderful. It's Tellinger.
And then Dork. Hey, what's up?
Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Ouch.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
What kind of shit is this? This entire exchange. Why is he dragging me along for it? Hey, ma'am.
I pray
Sir?
these talks go smoothly. We need to learn to work together. Well met, friend. I've heard a lot about you.
All right. Didn't he say he was like the head of the guild? And now he's like, I don't know.
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Hey, what's up?
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
Some of the clips don't seem to like fit together. They're just kind of like...
It's good to see you again, my friend.
Hey, Darian!
Bah! I can't stand this glorified guard duty. Give me a skull to cleave.
Bye! Vicord Skullcleaver. Living up to his name, we see. Scordo the knife.
I remember you. I probably wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for your help. Thanks.
Alright. I don't remember you. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. It's been a while. I was gone for a long time. Also, you guys don't mind if I, like, rummage through all of your stuff, right? Okay, good. Hey, Sergeant.
Once we get to Cold Harbor, it will be open season on Daedra.
Oh, adorable. But, I'm not sure that's how that's gonna go. Is this the summit? Tomato crate. I wonder what it has. Greens basket should have greens. I see. I was hoping it would have like a specific green, but no. I thought that this was the summit, but no. I found instead the food supplies. Not complaining. Oh, everyone's here.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Iran of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female.
Excuse me.
I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Oh shit!
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
Did they just run? He just ran.
Apologies, Vernus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Oh my god! And they ran. ran off to sulk. All of them. And seriously, Emmerich was the one who screwed that one up.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
Is the Fighters Guild any different?
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Would the Fighters Guild be willing to invade Cold Harbor?
Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
What if none of them do and we just go by ourselves? That's still neutral, right?
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately.
How can we make them see reason?
Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
The guilds can lead the attack, but only if all 3 leaders agree.
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Oh, so they didn't just run through a portal? They just went to sulk over in their room? Got it. Alright. Now I kind of want to steal his, like... I don't know. Protest. Even though it's not really stealing. Pie. I was literally just here. Okay. Ooh, pretty. Oh, Daedric script. Ooh, evil. No. Hi, guys. Did you see where your boss went? I like that. No? Seriously, where'd your boss go? Oh, he's right here. Okay. Let's talk with him first. Emmerich, you were the one that told the other guy that you were like, yeah, I want it.
This meeting feels like 2 wolves and a sheep discussing what to have for dinner. I will not sit back and let them pick up my bones.
So you're saying you're a sheep? I have a suggestion.
That's more than I'm getting from them.
Well...
What do you suggest?
Not for nothing, but you called one of them a snow barbarian and the other one an adolescent. Like, really? Send the guilds into Cold Harbor.
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few. And Molag Bal's followers are legion.
Well, do we have a choice since you're not willing to dedicate any of your soldiers? I don't see any other options.
All right then. I'll agree, provided you can convince the barbarian and the child queen.
Jesus!
I don't envy you the task. They're more pig-headed than I am.
Are you sure? Like, for real? Sure about this?
The summit's in your hands. It's up to you to determine how we move forward.
Not really. It's pretty much set.
Speak to them. Make them see reason.
This isn't barely reason. This is just like, could you let us go then, since you guys don't want to agree? Just let us do it? Like, fine. We'll do all the work. So, like I said, it is now the principle of the thing. And the principle involves theft. That isn't theft. looks like a chest almost. And yet, no. I was hoping. What's all this? What is this? I'm gonna find some pirates back here? No? Okay, fine. Go back. Hello, Skald King. Can you sing a song?
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by Emmerich's lapdog.
Excuse me! Like, 10 minutes ago, I was a hero. We need to cooperate.
But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
What if we send the guilds into Cold Harbor?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
Hold up. I want to make sure that I actually bought this point. Because I'm pretty sure I did, but I might not have. That's the wrong thing. Here we go. Guild. Intimidating presence. Yeah. Let's do this.
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by Emmerich's lapdog. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
Not if you commit a small number. But anyway, what if we send the guilds to Cold Harbor?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
Do you want history to remember you as the king who surrendered to Molag Bal?
How dare you? I should kill you where you stand. History will remember the Skald King as the bane of Molag Bal. I will support your foolish plan. Now get out of my sight.
I mean, fair enough. But you did call me a lapdog, so... I'm guessing I'm gonna have to be persuasive with her. Do I have persuade? I should have persuade. I mean... yeah.
Your king needs to stop talking out of the side of his mouth. He has a lot of Dominion blood on his hands. We're not going to easily forget that, and we're certainly not going to fight by his side in Cold Harbor.
There is an alternative.
Is there? What did you have in mind?
We could send the guilds into Cold Harbor.
Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against.
I've been there. A small team of fighters and mages might accomplish more than a lumbering army.
Well, it's certainly not what they'll be expecting. Very well, I'll agree, if you can convince the others.
Goodbye. Oh, and also, I'm gonna have to, like, go check around here to see if there's anything worthwhile. Although, so far, all of these camps have proven useless. Why does this basket have a full leather helmet? Are they planning on boiling the helmet? I already searched that, didn't I? Venice Galarian.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse?
They're considering the idea, but they're not convinced. I thought they said okay, but alright.
I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise.
You thought we had it. That's cute. They don't trust each other.
With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching.
Storm? Venice, what's wrong?
I have an ill feeling about this.
Yes.
He has arrived. I can't.
Galdian! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
The leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Alright.
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Alright.
Galdian!
Protect the leaders, defeat Molag Bal's minions, and close the unstable raids.
Alright, well, I'm going after the first one I see, because I see her. Boom. Alright, looting. Close the rift! Power is yours, etc. Alright. Hey, are you okay?
Don't mind me. I'll be fine. It takes more than a few Daedra to finish me off.
Okay. Ooh, bag. I didn't search it before.
This is all they send to kill me. Truly?
Apparently I don't need to help them. Alright. Who do I see next? Okay. Okay, I'll go after him. Possibly because, you know, I did, you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. You just finished doing that.
My guards, all dead.
Goodbye. Ooh, hello, random emerald ring. I'll just take that. I can't help but notice these, like, Daedric stones nearby. Or, whatever. Okay, so who healed me, by the way? Thank you. Probably, yes, the Mage Guild healer. Thank you. Okay, I think everyone over there is just dead. wind. Oh, hey! Suddenly the bags want to have interesting things in them. Do the other things want to have interesting things in them? No. I take back everything I just said. Oh, what did he have to say? I forgot. Hey, hi King Emmerich.
The situation is far worse than I could have imagined. Maybe we truly aren't safe.
Are you serious? I also missed his part.
Everything we've done against the Tharns, everything that's happened to our fragile alliance, was it not enough?
Ah, I missed what he was saying over there. Oh well.
Damn, that Molag Bal.
Well, I admire your focus, sir.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day.
Then we must act quickly.
Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him.
Can you open a portal to Cold Harbor?
Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island.
Perhaps this attack will convince the leaders to cooperate.
After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice.
I pretty much... Okay, goodbye.
Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor.
Trust in us. Sanction our actions.
Is he the same voice actor for Ronan and...
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanas.
The time has come, champion.
What?
Let's go!
I didn't agree to that just yet. Guys, it's 5. It's 5 in the morning. I'm not sure this is the time for me to start making an invasion. Portal Valley.
Protect us all.
Standard protect us all. Okay. It's again. 5 in the morning, guys. Okay. The weight of 3 crowns. Hello, Vanis.
We're as ready as we shall ever be.
Is this everyone?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected.
Let's do this.
It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend.
Bye. All right. Let's see what we have around here to loot. Nothing. Hi guys, I wasn't trying to just steal stuff. Bye. Yes. Ooh, the dreadful Oblidion. dreadful oblivion plane of Cold Harbor is a place of death, despair, and infinite cruelty. It is ruled by Molag Bal, Lord of Brutality and Domination, a Daedric prince dedicated to enslaving all the mortals in Nirn. Yes, I know how to craft. Thank you. But yeah, I actually very much need... Caldwell! What's up?
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good.
Where is everyone?
Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap.
Thank you, Caldwell.
Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
You were in the harbor. Alright. What's across the bridge?
What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City.
The Hollow City?
Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
Right. I'll head to this Hollow City.
Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
Deja vu. Where am I exactly?
Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor.
It's not bad.
Look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all.
Not the sun. There is no sun. No sun ever. Alright. Tell me about yourself, Caldwell.
I have the oddest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention that? No matter. I am Sir Cadwell, the Undaunted, Knight of the Court of Cold Harbor, champion of chivalry, defender of the defenseless, shepherd to the soul-shriven.
What are you talking about?
Am I not speaking the common tongue of Nirn? I was once fluent, but time does get on, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I forgot the question, though I'm quite sure I already answered it. You really should pay more attention.
Are you insane?
Sane? That's in the north, isn't it? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I like you. What are you talking about? You mentioned a bridge?
Did I? I don't recall that, but there is a bridge just ahead. Leads to the city. Rather a drab, empty place at present, but a little paint, a potted plant or two. And honestly, it's not as if you've got a lot of choices right now, so off you go.
Thank you, Cadwell. Okay, so this is the place as a zone. Because I had that mentioned to me, and... Hello, random dead person. I mean, it's not bad. As gardens go. I mean, there are actually things growing, I think. Growing or infecting, I'm not sure. But, you know, it's not bad, and I am no longer carrying enough people with me in order to, like, really warrant that, in my opinion. So let's go back to... this for now. And then... if I need it, I'll go back to the other one, but for now... Whoa, hello. Oh, you know what? Explosions everywhere. Now, you said a bridge, but like this is actually... is this the bridge? What's the actual bridge part? Then he proceeded to talk about nasties living under the bridge. Okay, no. It's just nasties on the way to the bridge. Fair enough. Hi, we already spoke. Thank you! I don't want to waste your time, sir. All these clan fairs. This is gonna be confusing because, like, hi, Cadwell. We've spoken. Thank you. But I just noticed something and I want to go to it, see if I can. Because if it's over here, yeah, it seems to be over here. So let's see if we can get to it from up here. Cadwell's hovel, huh? I'm just gonna be nosy, Cadwell. Don't mind me. Oh, it's over there. It's in the ground. So this entire... yeah. And yes, hello, what's this? It's me injuring myself. Good job. He's just sitting there, repeatedly. Alright. What do these guys have for me? Not much, except stuff to take up my inventory. This is not where the hovel is. It's further down then. Hey, Clanfair. Whoops. That was useless. The hell is that? Oh my god! It is so cute! And his name is Honor, and it's so cute! Hello, do you have something for me? Nope. Alright, let's go to town. Is there a soul shard there? It's like this beam of light. I thought, but I'm apparently wrong. Hey, groundskeeper. Hello, groundskeeper again. The Hollow City discovered. Hold on. Hey, what's up? What the? What kind of... I was about to say what kind of sorcery, but I am literally playing a sorcerer, so I don't know if I can talk. Hello, groundskeeper.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker.
Oh, I have a new name. Who are you?
You may refer to me as the Groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care.
Okay, where are we?
The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled.
Okay.
A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Cold Harbor. It just needs life to return it to glory.
And this is where I'm supposed to gather my army?
It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs.
Alright, I'm ready. Lead on.
Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk.
Alright then. I like goodbye as if I'm going the other way. That's not walking. We'll jog. Let us jog.
Long ago, this city existed in Nirn. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers.
As we can see, no. No, they were not.
But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city.
Hello, random.
The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within.
Got it.
As fortune would have it, the Ayleid king Lalorian Dainar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid king single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways.
Drunk.
The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells.
Oops.
Even the Ayleid king was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nirn. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts.
I feel as though that might have been too big a price. Whatever the price was.
Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vanus Galarian, the Ayleid King, and you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here.
All right.
This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save.
Oh, okay, then they're
into
fine.
A weapon by your own hands.
And what's your role in all of this?
I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you.
What's the next step?
You must gather those who were lost. King Dainar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hollow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal.
All right.
You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course. But they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor.
Others?
As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust, and who would be willing to join us here.
And the mage and the king? Where will I find them?
Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid King, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the Mage is somewhere in the Eastern Plain. His exact location is hidden from me.
I'll find the Ayleid King and Vanus the Mage.
I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dainar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness.
What are the lights of Meridia?
Originally, the lights were a gift from Meridia. Power that protected the city and made life easier for its inhabitants. When she pushed the city into Cold Harbor, she filled the lights with even more of her divine power.
And how will I use them to free the king?
King Dainar is trapped within a tower of darkness, bound by shadows and dark magic. Meridia's lights can unravel those bonds. Without them, you won't be able to set the Ayleid King free.
Where can I find these lights?
As you no doubt noticed, Molag Bal's realm
thanks
has
for
its
snarking
own
at me, ma'am.
defenses. Things that teleport onto this plane tend to get scattered, as were your allies, as were the lights. They could be anywhere, but most likely, they are guarded by Molag Bal's forces.
You don't have anything more precise for me to go on?
Rumors only, I'm afraid. I have heard tales of a strange prison to the northwest. A tower that is not a tower, that guards one of the lights. And others whisper of a vile laboratory to the southeast that distorts the purity of Meridia's light.
All right then. Goodbye. Yes, I become the 5th member of a group of failed heroes and upgraded from a literal cave to a literal ghost town in a demon realm. Yeah, that about sums that up. Yep. And a town full of ghosts is just exactly where a vampire wants to be. She's just really hungry, guys. She's just like really, really hungry. And this whole benefit to stealth is just not really, you know. Well, I like how I can still, however, do crafting writs, so that's good to know. Mixed results. Okay, so there was a thing here. I want to make sure it's actually unlocked. Did she get me near enough? Yes. Hollow City Way Shrine. There's an inn. There's that. Okay, so this place is somewhat set up and situated. So, can I do that? Yes, I can. Alright. Score. I'm now... Okay, this is actually somewhat exciting because I guess it's not open. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. Got it. I need to actually save all of these people in order to make this town really work. And those other people have it already working. Listen. Can you let me in? Can you let me in? Can... What? No! Oh my god. Yes. So, here we are. In Cold Harbor. My new home away from home. Can I at least find a place for me to craft that doesn't require me being indoors? Is that too much? Looks like it might be too much. Alright. So anyway, this is going to have to be it for the night. It was gonna be a mini stream. It ended up being nearly 4 hours. So I mean, I could sit around for 10 minutes, but that would probably result in me kind of just sort of. What is the Bosmer dance? What other dances do we have? We have Dunmer. Doo-doo-doo. Drunk. Oh, right. I remember this now. Dark Elf, Dance Breton, Dance Nord, Dance Orc. Orc! Yes. Someone laughing at my dancing? Anyway. Dance Breton. Alright. So. Ghosts who reside in my ghost town who also at the same time will not let me into the establishments that they have clearly unlocked, but I have not. Alright. But yes, holy crap. I remember hearing about this place actually when I was younger. That too, because it was years ago. But back in the day, when I was first playing the game, and like even when it was still pay to play, it was a sub game rather. There was because it's still pay to play, it's buy to play. Anyway, but back when it was a sub game, I had found a treasure map for Cold Harbor, and someone had explained to me. I was like, wait, but something. I forget the exact details, but I was like, wait, how am I supposed to get back to Cold Harbor? Blah blah blah. And then they're like, no, you get back there later on. Don't worry about it. Oh right, because there was a quest that put me in Cold Harbor, and I was trying to figure out the treasure map. So now I'll finally be able to use that treasure map, for starters. And also, yeah, I'm actually here. So this is all exciting to me. I also made it to level 42. I am slowly making my way to level 50. At some point, I should probably either start or join, and since I can do 5, I will do both, a guild. So that's a thought as well. And in that case, if people are interested, let me know if they would like to join the guild. I don't know if, I don't think, yeah, the guilds don't care about your alignment, like your faction. So, yeah. There's no particular rule on that. There probably won't be any activity requirements. It will be the same basic rules as with chat too. Don't be shitty, etc. That kind of thing. Anyway, here we are with it. Is my character the one that's laughing? It might be her. I think she's just finally done with all the stress of the work. But anyway. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed what you're watching, please hit that follow button. My streaming days are Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And actually, some of that may get shifted around because my schedule shifted around, like my outside of stream schedule. But for now, those are the days. It's more like that some extra days may happen or whatever, or things like that. I don't know. Anyway, Wednesdays are whatever I feel like playing. Right now, I've been going through this. I am going to continue this regardless of whether or not I start playing other games on Wednesdays. You know, I'm going to be continuing this game at some point, like, if not on a weekly basis, on a regular basis enough, until I get to 50 at least. Free-to-play Friday is on Fridays. This week it should be Neverwinter. But if it is not, I'm not sure. It was truly. And Sunday would be Secret World Sunday, which I have completed the main campaign, so we're going to be seeing how all of that goes from then on. So lots of random exciting going on insofar as that, and yeah. So, yeah, follow for more of that, and follow my Twitter to get updates and whatnot. And yes, thanks again for watching. And I do hope that everyone has an excellent, excellent night. Goodbye, everyone.